YouTube? Octo Profit Pro here, back with another figure unboxing video. Today is a bit of a special video because I am compiling a few figures that I've opened not on camera, but I've opened them off camera and decided to put them into this video because they kind of all fit. They're all a part of the same set, and I'm also going to be doing another figure. You'll see when I get into it. But anyways, we're going to start with the ones that I have unboxed, which are from the Suicide Squad, the James Gunn Suicide Squad, the only Suicide Squad to ever exist, because it is the only movie I count as a Suicide Squad movie. And that is the James Gunn one, and one of my all-time favorite characters from that movie, Polka Dot Man, which I gotta say, he was a really cool character in that movie. These are all from the DC multiverse. The figures that I've unboxed Azrael, I believe, on camera, and they're all from the same figure set. But these are different because these are way bigger because of the pieces they contain, which they all come with this buildable King Shark figure. So a little something to think about with that. But yeah, Polka Dot Man. This is a really cool figure. He's got his alien polka dots that he shoots at people to disintegrate them. His costume, which is so cheesy but so cool at the same time. He comes with these little rubber goggles. These little gauntlets that help him control the polka dots, which I'm pretty sure this is on the wrong hand, but I think it's supposed to go on that one. But I mean, at this point, he's been on my shelf with this part on his hand, so I just left it there. So I'm just gonna continue to leave it there and put that back on him. And the next figure that I unboxed off camera, which I kind of really should have waited because this is like my favorite. He was my favorite thing about this entire movie, was Bloodsport. And he's so fucking cool. He's even got the cool predator or the alien type mask that he has from the movie. Way better than his comic counterpart, because I'll put it on screen, but that guy, he looked fucking, I did not like that design. I think in that comic he does eventually get this really cool get up, but it's a lot different because it's comic style. But yeah, he's a cool character. It comes with these swords which barely stay in his hands. It's kind of my only complaint with this one is, the swords don't really stay like they should. He stands up pretty fine on his own though, compared to most of his counterparts that come with that crappy base and none of them stand. And the thing that I will also be constructing in this video which will be the King Shark, which I've got his head. His head comes with Bloodsport, I believe. And then you get his body, which comes with Polka Dot Man. So, as you can imagine, this will be really fun to put together. I'll probably do it off camera and then show you him all assembled, because I don't really want to... There's a lot of, pieces to connect, and I don't want to do all of that, on camera. So, But this is pretty much what has been sitting on my shelf because I couldn't get the other two characters I needed to complete him. So this is how he's been sitting for a while. And Nanawe King Shark, Nanawe is his name. I call him King Shark, but his real name is Nanawe. And he was actually a pretty cool character in the movie too. He had an interesting presence about him. He was more childlike and wanting to have fun, but at the same time, if he got hungry, he would devour whichever human that he saw, which I found hilarious when he actually did it on camera. I like that his mouth is, well, of course, now that I say it, I'm not going to be able to do it, but I like that you're able to open his mouth at will. Well, you get the idea. His mouth opens. You've seen it. So that brings me to the figures that I'm going to currently be unboxing. I've opened one and I've taken off all the restraints, so I'm gonna open him now just because he's already here. And that is Peacemaker, and he's got King Shark's arms, and he comes with a sword. You see that, And of course, they all get that little trading card in the back. I have Bloodsport and Polka Dot Mans. I just didn't grab them from the shelf when I grabbed the figures off to put them in this video. But they both have cards, and he has a card too. So I'm going to display all the cards along with the figures. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly take him out since he's already been opened. And we can go over the box really quick because I noticed I didn't do that. So you got a good picture of John Cena in the Peacemaker costume. You've got the King Shark figure here, what he looks like all assembled. You've got the instructions on how to assemble him on the side here. And then you've got the others in the set. And so this was a Christmas present, by the way. I tried to get him originally, and these are way more expensive than they should be because they come with massive pieces to King Shark, and King Shark on his own assembled is $100, I believe, retail. I could be wrong about that, but I've seen him at a few stores assembled, like used comic and toy stores. Him all assembled together was about $100 for just him. So I'm pretty sure that he brought the price up of these. Just his arms and his legs and his torso and head being in the packages, I'm pretty sure that brought the price up. So you do the math on that one. But, so now that we've gotten to, I love the like I said, this is one of my favorite movies from DC because the Suicide Squad has always been an interesting concept, comic wise. The first movie, it sucked. Well, let's not lie about that. The first movie was trash. Will Smith was good. Margot Robbie was good. Hell, I even loved Jai Courtney's performance as Captain Boomerang. He was great too. Killer Croc, hit or miss. Honestly, I don't know. Take it or leave it. I didn't really care for him. He was funny. He had his moments, but didn't really care for him. But all in all, I mean, I gotta give it some praise. Okay, and I'm back. Got her out of the box, and she just looks fantastic. Her makeup and her tattoos are very detailed. She's got a back tat. These really cool and very attractive leg tats here. The combat boots. The beautiful dress that she wore in Corto Maltese. When she was beating the shit out of the guards when she was escaping. You watch the movie, you'll see. I've managed to get Javelin out of the package as well. And here's the shell. Very small figure, though. She's like the smallest figure that I own, I guess I could say. Because I would even, a lot of the times I've noticed that a lot of the female figures, minus the Chucky and Tiffany figures, those are a different category that I do want. Minus those, a lot of the female figures that I have seen, with the exception of Perona, which is from One Piece, I've got her, I showed her off, but with the exception of her, this is actually a really small figure. Like a lot of the female figures that I have seen are really small. So I just think it's cool that I own Harley Quinn though, this version of Harley Quinn. I have seen some really cool Harley Quinn figures that I really would love to get my hands on. They're like classic Jester suit Harley Quinn. Not Jester. I feel like I said that so wrong. They're the classic red and white suit with the, I think that's a Jester. I'm not sure. I'm not too sure on the lore of that, but those are really cool suits. Excuse me, sound like a dumbass. It's pretty late, so my brain isn't on all the way. And so now you may be thinking, oh, well, now that I've got the squad assembled, we can go and save the world now. But, I mean, we're missing someone, right? I think we're missing a key component to the team. And that is my boy, King Shark. Look at this big, thick boy. This is by far the heaviest figure that I own. I can currently say that because while assembling him, I've noticed his arms weigh a ton. His legs weigh a ton. And I think these are the only two things that are making him like super heavy, his arms and his legs, because everything else was light. His back here, which was funny because I also left the back piece on my shelf, so I only had like half of him completed when I showed him off, and I kind of feel bad about that because I wanted to show off like the full thing, but now I have the full thing assembled, and he's really cool. And I just, displaying him is going to be so cool now. Like, everything moves on him. His movement's pretty good. He's not falling apart like most of the other figures that I put together would have. Everything is in place. Even his mouth moves. And his teeth are, you don't want to get bit by those, I tell you that. And, his feet, they would make for the perfect base. Like my Frogman figurine that I own, he has the perfect feet to where he's got the webbed feet, so his character, the character stands up on his own, much like he does. I thought his heaviness was going to be an issue for him standing, but he stands just fine if you angle him right, which I currently have him slanted a little bit, so he looks like he's going to like fall back any second. But I think he's fine. The way I'm going to display him is I'm going to have him leaning on something to where he won't fall back or forward. He'll stay like in place. So that's pretty cool. Well, of course, now that I've messed with him, he's going to fall backwards. But yeah, this is a heavy, thick boy. He's very detailed, like all of the other figurines that I've unboxed tonight. So these are a package deal. These are the best friends from the movie. And I'm excited to actually have opened all of the squad members. The movie was amazing. I think the figures are amazing. And I'm happy to have finally assembled one of the DC buildable figure things. I've been seeing them all over the stores. I've got a piece of the Dark Father from DC Dark Knight's Metal that I would really love to find the rest of him, but I cannot find the figures from that set. I have Robin King and Batman Who Laughs, and that's about it from that set. So I will currently hunt those down, and that is going to be something that I will do on camera when I, get the funds and the free time to go and hunt them down. I will definitely be making a video on that. So that'll be something different than what I'm doing here. I want to change it up a bit, but I still will. I like the classic, sit at the table, unbox the figures, and talk about it a little bit thing. I like that formula, but I will definitely be changing it up in the future. So if you're excited for that, please subscribe. Please like this video. Please comment and tell me what I did right or what I did wrong. I love to hear feedback. If you hate hearing, or not hearing, but if you hate seeing my face, I've got a podcast that I do. I sounded a little country there with my face, but don't worry about that. I've got a podcast that I do. It's called the Don Talks Podcast. I will link that below. And I make music and everything else. So if you want to see more of me and hear more of me, then I will throw links in the description. If I don't, then I will make sure to do them later at a different time. But anyways, thanks for watching, and thank you for being interested in my figure unboxing videos. And with that, I've been Octo Profit Pro, and I will see you next time. Okay, I'm back. And I've got him out. He looks kind of messed up because of how I had to pop him out of the casing, or the shell, I call it. So got him out of the shell. A lot of these annoying restraints on these, even more than they should be on each and every body part on these action figures. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But he's out. That's all I care about. And he is a beautiful bastard. Look at this guy. God, that's crazy. I wonder if does this little helmet come off, or is that attached to him? I think it might. Yeah, it's attached. I'm not going to break him any further. I think he's just permanently in this. And then his little badass sword also comes with him. Peacemaker. This is pretty cool. Can't wait to display all of the Suicide Squad on my shelf. It's going to be so cool looking. Yeah, he's a... So far, I would say my only complaint is that his knees they're like just permanently bent. And then if you unbend them, they look weird. He's way more stiff than the other figures. As you can see, these guys have like some leeway with their movements and bending. Peacemaker doesn't really have that. He's just kind of stuck in his ways. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. He might be way too stiff for my taste, but I mean, he's still a really cool, really detailed figure nonetheless. So I'm not gonna complain. I got King Shark's arms, and these are some heavy motherfuckers. These things are heavy as fuck, which means that when I assemble King Shark all together, he's gonna be a heavy ass boy. I can tell you that now. Yeah, these are stiff too. These are hard to bend and move. So I can, once I get him put together, I'm not touching him at all. He's gonna sit there. I will occasionally get him to clean him and dust him, but I'm not gonna mess with him way too much because he's got some weight to him, and I'm afraid that if I mess with him, he's all just gonna collapse, depending on how the assembly process goes. But let's get into the next figure that I have, and that is a beloved character that was brought back from the original Suicide Squad. So, you know, you've got the newcomers here, and then you've got the veteran, Harley motherfucking Quinn, who I have to say, people gave Margot Robbie a lot of hate for the first Suicide Squad because of her Harley Quinn not being the comic accurate Harley Quinn and yada yada. I think she did a great job. I think that this Harley Quinn is personally my favorite, cinematic wise and comic wise, because they've actually printed a comic based on the movie Suicide Squad, based on the James Gunn Suicide Squad. So I'd have to say she's my favorite for the simple fact that the way Margot Robbie portrays this character makes it so lifelike and just, she did a great job. Let's just say that. She did a great job. I absolutely enjoyed her performance and really happy to own the figure of this character. And so you see here we got Harley Quinn, we've got Javelin, which I kind of wish I wish they would have made like the entire Suicide Squad, all of them figures, but you know, I mean, I get that they made the main five because they kind of are the only ones that really last until the end. You know, but anyway, yeah, we're met with the same thing as the other ones, the DC multiverse. We got our name, some classic there. In the back, really great picture of Margot Robbie with Javelin. Again, more instructions on how to assemble King Shark. There's King Shark all together, and then of course you get the other three members here. And you know, basically just saying like, hey, these are all a part of a set. And then on the side, you get the Suicide Squad, and then Harley Quinn's name, and then the beautiful logo that I praised before. And yeah, it's pretty much a good figure here, and I can't wait to break into this bad boy and show you guys what I'm dealing with. So I'll be back with that.